Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust reference 116233. You can see this yellow, gold, and stainless steel two-tone Datejust and purchase it on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full commercial listing for this watch, with accessories included in the sale, high-resolution images, and naturally complete pricing details for this timepiece. Now you can see on my wrist 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. This is the classic 36mm Rolex Oyster case profile. More cushion than round, slightly tubby, and handsomely differentiated in this instance by the use of two different metal tones. Now you can see the watch wears a little bit bigger than its 36mm breadth would suggest. That's 36mm from 9 to 3, not including the crown, but the cushion case means that it feels and looks larger on the wrist. So from lug to lug, the timepiece measures a manageable 44mm. However, with the solid end links of this modern Rolex bracelet, it extends just a bit more between the horns of the end links. Now the watch, measured between extremities, is 45.5. In thickness, very manageable for a watch that could be sport or dress. So 11.5mm with a generously sloped case flank and fluted bezel. It's an easy timepiece to fit underneath a long sleeve when formal attire is necessary. Of course, with 100-meter water resistance, it is a business suit or bathing suit type of watch. Now the bracelet is part of the sensation of wearing the watch and also part of the identity of a modern Rolex. First of all, it's a little bit uncommon, not unheard of, but less common to see the two-tone Datejusts on a two-tone 3-link Oyster bracelet. It's considered to be the more masculine, the more sporting, more butch, if I may, alternative to the 5-link Jubilee, which is more elegant, more delicate, a little bit more silken on the wrist, but not quite as durable ultimately if you do want to wear the watch as a component of an active lifestyle. So the Oyster bracelet makes this watch just a bit more functional in the sporting line of duty. Like a Range Rover, it's very much sports-oriented, but luxury in its constitution. Now you can see this beautiful polish along the sides, polish down the centers. All of the links are solid and intermediate, and of course the clasp now fully milled out. It has the solidity of a bank vault or the door of a 1980s Mercedes-Benz. It opens with an articulated clasp that gives you a satisfying snick and snap. And yes, it does include Rolex's proprietary 5mm easy link adjustment such that you can take in or take out 5mm as per activity, inactivity, hot or cold weather, as your wrist may swell or contract a bit. Now, of course, Rolex makes its own gold, so all of the yellow gold in this watch is poured by Rolex. They manage their own foundry in-house. Likewise, the steel, not 316 but 904L, is proprietary to Rolex, and by reputation and in my experience, this metal truly does hold a polish or satin finish better than conventional 316. It's a small distinction, it's a small refinement over standard steel, but again, that's what you expect from Rolex. They sweat the details. Likewise, the details of the dial are immaculate. You can see all applied and polished 18-karat yellow gold stylized Roman numerals with a matching 5-point coronet at 12 o'clock. It's a chalk white dial, as white gets, and it makes for outstanding contrast between the numerals, the hands, and the black printed railroad style seconds track outboard. The seconds and minutes railroad really pops on this chalk white dial. Now inside the case and secured underneath the twin lock crown and the screwed in case back, you get a Rolex caliber 3135 chronometer movement, so it is COSC spec. Now Rolex also tests its watches to chronometer performance specifications once the movements have been tested at COSC, but then also cased up at Rolex. So whereas the COSC test only applies to bare movements, Rolex reconfirms chronometer performance in-house once the watch has been fully cased and assembled for sale. Now, of course, the architecture of the movement, which features 31 jewels and bidirectional automatic winding, ensures that it's very robust. A handmade Breguet overcoil hairspring gives you resistance to positionally induced or gravitationally induced timing variation, and a free-sprung balance with a full balance bridge anchored on each side gives the watch robust resistance to shock-induced timing variation. Moreover, Rolex does build all parts of the caliber in-house, so it's a sophisticated piece of Rolex savoir-faire and know-how. Of course, you also get the quick set function for the date underneath that Cyclops eye magnifier, so you can rapidly correct it should it run down or encounter an irregular length month. Moreover, it does feature a hacking seconds function, so pull the crown to the 3rd position and it stops the balance so you can set the watch to the minute against a known accurate reference reference time. You can see and you can purchase this Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust reference 116233 two-tone on our website.